Okay, let's see if we can get our converted twin motor Cheetah 1 meter chuck glider back in the air. I give it about 55% throttle on launch. Takes right off. I'm just flying at bank and yank right now. I'm not inputting any rudder. I put in just a little bit of up trim on the elevator. Like 3 clicks. Just bank and yank. I come through here and see what kind of vertical this little twin motor on a 2S has. Oh, that's pretty good. It's gliding. I'm gliding. Gliding. Oh yeah, with that 5 gram ballast weight on it, it has a much, there, get it back this way. It has a much flatter, power's on, much flatter glide to it. I think it really needs that. There's a little bit of rudder. Oh, what the heck? Well, guys, I think that was all me. I think I stalled it. I just got a little too slow with it. Let's get it back in the air. 50% throttle there. Yeah, I think I just got too slow with it in that turn and stalled it. Maybe a little too much up trim on the elevator. Yeah, that was better. Got a little too slow with it in a tight turn and stalled it. that was not a radio issue. But as we saw, it has a really good vertical with those twin motors, even on just 2S. I think it's just a little, we haven't done a split S with it yet. I think it's just a little heavy setup, a little heavier than I wanted it to be. It still flies absolutely fantastic, but that does create problems with stalls when you get really slow with it. A little bit of rudder there. Oh man, does that have good power, guys. As long as I don't put it into a spin. That handles really well. Even with it being a little heavy, it really, look at the power on that. Okay, so the last flight I had on this, I had it in the air for about 5.5 minutes, flying it much the way I'm flying it now. It wasn't real easy. Wasn't real easy with it. And I still had a little over 3.7 volts per cell. So I'm using a little less, look at that turn. I'm using a little less than 0.1 volts in the pack per minute. So I think I could get approximately 7 minutes of flight out of one of these little 2S LiPos, and leaving just a tad over 3.6 volts per cell. I think that's pretty respectable for a twin motor converted glider with that kind of power. Now, as long as I don't try to do one of those really tight spins like that at too slow of a speed, it handles just fine. I can't believe I did that. If I'd had a little more altitude, I'd have been able to pull it up, but I didn't. I did that at too low of an altitude, but look at the power. You know what that reminds me of, what this plane reminds me of? It reminds me of the flying fish. That's what it reminds me of. Okay, let me walk back out here by the road. We'll see if we can bring it in. But so far, this is the second flight. So far, no radio issues. So I'm really, really happy with that. Sure nobody's coming over here. All right. See if we can get it lined up. Keep a little power in it. I'm over my designated landing area. Oh, that was a much better landing. Yeah, so I think the balance and the trim on it now are really, really good. It stays nice and level at cruising speed. It's not ascending or descending. So I'm really, really happy with it. That's just my second battery pack during this flight session. So I think I've got 7 more. So I'm going to see if I can complete an entire flight session with all 7 of those battery packs, and see if I can complete it without a single issue, as long as I don't stall it again. My nose keeps getting a little shorter, but I hot glued a nickel on the very end of that tail, and that really, really helps out the balance, guys. That's well balanced now. It really needed that 5 grams of tail ballast weight with those twin motors on the front and the battery right underneath the canopy. And I put those 2 servos on the rudder and the elevator as far back as I could get them, because I knew it was going to be a little nose heavy. So anyway, so far it's flying fantastic, as long as the pilot doesn't make a stupid mistake. Hopefully it'll keep doing that. So I'll put some more battery packs in it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the air.